Good morning, lifestyle business builders. Welcome to the last Top Tip Tuesday. For term 1 of 2021. So I am really excited to be bringing you this week's Top Tip Tuesday, and I want you to remember that after this, we've got 2 weeks of school holidays. Remember, we don't work school holidays. And then we break into term 2. So I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes and wait for some people to jump on. While we do that, I've just got to sort out a bit of space here, get the lighting right. So if you are watching the replay on YouTube, just to let you know, my name's Jodie Nevid. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur and business coach. I co-founded a company called The 7 Effect, and we specialize in helping women launch a 6-figure coaching or consulting business. So what we do is we help you turn what you know and love into one high-value program. And the beautiful thing about our process is you really can get to 6 figures a year working part-time with 50 clients or less. The secret is to position yourself as a high-value coach or consultant and to stop selling your time by the hour. That's probably a big mistake a lot of people make in this game. All right, so let's talk about the final Top Tip Tuesday for term 1 of 2021. This week, I wanted to bring you a theme around the importance of making big moves in business. Now, when it comes to business building, and I would say definitely when it comes to leadership, but even when it comes to just life in general, I think people play small way too often. And if you are watching live, by the way, jump into the comments and give me a hello. Make sure you've clicked the link above this video so that I can see who it is that's commenting. But I love it when I know who's talking so I can speak directly to you and even bring you into the convo. So let's talk about the importance of making big moves. Why? Because I think too many people too often make small moves in business and in life. In fact, I remember years ago when I worked as a leadership trainer and a culture consultant, there was this beautiful model that I used to draw up. And unfortunately, I'd normally get it all happening through here, but I'm having some technical difficulties, so I can't share my screen and draw it up. But what I want you to imagine is this. We have a circle here, right? And this circle represents your comfort zone. And 80% of the time, 80% of the population live in their comfort zone. They just kind of hang there. Oh, my light's not good either. And this is not a good space to be in if you want to build a business. In fact, it just won't work. You won't succeed. You'll end up with a very sad, frustrating series of disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Oh, look, we've got Maureen here. Hello, Maureen. It's great to see you. And Pooja is here. Hello, good morning, Pooja. Great to see you here as well. And someone else saying, hi, Jodie. Thanks for being here. If you click the link above, I'll be able to see your icon and name so I know who it is, just like Pooja and Maureen have done. So the comfort zone is not good in business. In fact, when you start a business, just by default, you have to get out of that inner circle, which is your comfort zone. Now, here's the thing about the comfort zone. The longer you spend in it, the smaller it gets. Your comfort zone is continuously shrinking when you spend a lot of time in it. Imagine this. Imagine you got that, what's that phobia, agoraphobia or whatever, where you don't like going outside. And imagine you hadn't been outside for like a year. The idea of going outside, the longer that haven't been outside, if you're creating stories that it's really scary outside, is going to get scarier and scarier and scarier. And so you might even get to a point where you won't even go near the front door or answer the front door if anyone knocks on it. So we know that the comfort zone is definitely not good, as Maureen says. I mean, it's comfortable, but it's not good if you're building a business. So now I want you to imagine there's another circle outside the comfort zone. So we've got the comfort zone and then we've got another circle outside of that. This is what we call the learning zone. And this is the space that you must operate in. And so if we're spending about 80% of the time in the comfort zone, I would say about 18% of people, about 18% of the time, are operating in the learning zone. And the learning zone is pretty exciting. The more time you spend in the learning zone, the bigger your comfort zone grows, which is awesome. That's what we want. And the beautiful thing about being in the learning zone is it's new. You're growing, you're expanding, you're taking on new things. You're making mistakes. It's going to happen. You're going to make mistakes. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn. But here's the thing. So if we've got 80%, 18%, outside of those two, I want you to imagine another circle. And this is a space where only about 2% of the people spend about 2% of their time, and it's called the magic zone. For many people, that same zone is called the panic zone. So what happens in the magic zone? Well, the magic zone is where you make big moves, where magic truly can happen. And here's the thing. The learning zone is very soothing to the soul. Some of us are learning junkies. And look, Marty says, love the learning zone. Oh my God, Marty, I love the learning zone too. And I reckon I spend probably about, if I'm really honest, I probably spend about 20% of my time in the comfort zone, about 40% of my time in the learning zone, and about 40% of my time in the magic zone. I'm the kind of person who is very happy to fly by the seat of her pants, to roll with spontaneity and not know what tomorrow brings, and put all the chips in and go all in. And I think this is one of the biggest reasons why I've had success in business. The other big reason is because I was conditioned this way. I've been in business since I was 18 years old, and I've always made up ways to make money. I know for a fact there is plenty of money out there in the world, and I know that all I have to do is get off my backside and go out and grab it. Just do something, show up, take risks, play big, be visible. And so here's my message for you to wrap up term 1 as we move into holiday period and then get ready for term 2. I want you to challenge yourself to operate in the magic zone, and I want you to feel the difference. And here's how we can tell. The learning zone is interesting and it's evolving and it's a growth space. And it doesn't really freak us out too much. It's just kind of like a progressive space where we're trying new things, we're testing things, we're making wise risks, and it's a very, very good space to be. In fact, you have to be in that space most of the time to start a business. But then I want you to think about what would be a big, bold move. Because here's the thing. Some people will make mini moves through life and in business. And mini moves, to people who make mini moves all of the time, a mini move can feel like a massive move to them. So for example, if we look at beautiful Raylene, who has worked in council for, 20 or 30 years, maybe even 30 years, I think. And she, in her 50s, decided, do you know what, or 40s, I don't know if she's in her 40s or 50s, decided, I'm going to start a business. Now, for her, that is a massive move, but building her business has been built on lots of mini moves. And the idea of opening a Facebook page to Raylene was panic zone. She literally was having heart palpitations. But it's not a big move. It's a mini move. And it's important that you know where your nervous system is set to. We need to train your nervous system not to start thinking that mini moves are massive moves. So you can make mini moves in life and in business. And I think a lot of people do that. And then when they make a medium move, which is a thing that's happening in just the learning zone, they think, oh my God, it's massive. I put a post on Facebook. I'm having a heart attack. But I'm telling you, that is not a massive move. That is like a mini move. And the reason you are having a panic over is because you haven't made enough massive moves in life and in business. And if you really want to accelerate your success this year in business, you've got to start playing with some big moves. And you've got to think about what would be a big move for you this year. 2021 is a really ripe year to do awesome stuff in business. I honestly believe this. The world is ready for you, my friend. So I want you to think about what is going to be your massive move for 2021. I'm also next term going to unpack step by step the massive move that I am making in my business and exactly how we are doing it. I really hope that you will all come along on this journey with me. And I also hope that it will inspire you to step up and make your own massive move. So we've got Sue here as well. Good morning, gorgeous Sue. By the way, everybody, I need to make an announcement while we've got the gorgeous Sue Giacobbe's face on my screen here. Sue is saying, so, yeah, so what, Sue? I don't know. Massive moves, speaking on stage. You know what? Here's the thing. It's not. I don't want to burst your bubble. Speaking on stage is a medium move for a person in business. It is not a massive move, but people think that it is because they haven't done it enough and they've got a fear of speaking. But when I talk about a massive move, I mean creating your own event that puts you on stage, not showing up on someone else's stage, because that's just a medium move. It's about taking big risks. And I want you all to know the difference, because a lot of the time people are kidding themselves in business and they think they're making these massive moves, but they're really just mini or medium type moves. And a massive move is where there's high stakes. There's high stakes. So let me talk about my massive move. Many of you know what it is already. And I tested it, and I'm very strategic about these massive moves, but they're still risky. They're very high risk. So last year, well, it was actually the start of this year, we hosted the 2020 Freedom Awards. And I dipped my toe in the water and I held it here, and we had 50 tickets for $50 to sell. And I knew that that event would cost me a couple of $1,000s to put on. It was an investment. It wasn't a money maker. So that event, the Freedom Awards, probably cost me about $3,000 or maybe $4,000 to pay for Amanda to get it off the ground, to pay for all the beautiful awards that we had, to do some marketing, and then to get the catering and the hire the equipment and stuff like that. So maybe about $3,000 or $4,000 the event cost me, which to me is not a bad investment. But it was a tester because I always had something bigger in mind. I always have big stuff in mind. Sue Giacobbe saying, Sue Giacobbe is making some moves after our session. Universe rewards momentum. It totally does. Oh, I forgot to make the announcement about Sue. Sue, I don't know. That actually might be Swan there doing that. I can't see who that comment is. So she's doing a comment about you, Sue. But the announcement I need to make about Sue is she is now our community manager here at the 7 Effect. So Sue's coming on board to manage our free group, the Six Figure Lifestyle Biz Club, and in training this month. Oh, it's Amy. Hello, Amy. If you want to click the link up above, then your name will come up, which will be awesome. Then I'll know who is actually speaking. So I tested the waters with my mini move last year, which was to host the Freedom Awards. That was a mini move, folks, or maybe a medium move. I don't know. But to me, it was a mini move. This year, we're going all in, and we are hosting the Freedom Awards at the Stanford Grand. And we're going to sell 200 tickets. And it's going to be $99 for the first 50. By the way, if you have not got your tickets yet, yay! Thanks, Amy. I can see you now. If you have not got your tickets to the Freedom Awards, I would hurry up and get them because they will be gone by the end of this week. I think over 20 of them, 20, maybe 25 have sold because a lot of people are buying too, which yay, thank you for that. I'm so stoked that you have. So $99 for the first 50. And that includes a 3-course gala meal and a spectacular awards evening, DJ, entertainment, super fun thing at the beautiful Stanford Grand in the ballroom there. So this is going to be a big event, folks. $99 literally covers cost. We don't make any money on that, by the way. And that's fine. We know that because after the 50, we'll sell another 150 tickets for $160. We still don't make a lot of money on an awards night. It's not a profitable thing. If we break even, I'll be happy. It's about marketing that particular awards night, and it's about community building, and it's about rewarding our clients. But the even bigger move is Freedom Fest. So Freedom Fest is a 3-day festival or mini retreat for lifestyle entrepreneurs. It is for you guys. And it is going to be an event that we're going to have every year where we invite our entire national community to come together for 3 days of epic planning. 1 full day on planning your life. And this year we are going to be unlocking the hero within. I've been doing a lot of reading about archetypes, and at the moment I'm studying a book called The Hero Within, which is by the same lady who wrote the Outlaw, the Hero, and the whatever it is, the book that I was reading for 75 Hard. So day 1 is all about unlocking you as the hero of your own life and looking at your inner archetypes and what's driving you, and ultimately creating your 12-month life plan with personal goals. And Jo is excited. She has already got her ticket. She's one of the people that jumped in and got an early bird. Well done, Jo. I love that. Day 2 is about leading your movement. And this is where we are going to plan your positioning as a high value expert. We are going to get your marketing message right. We are going to position you as the go-to expert. And you're going to spend an entire day thinking of you as the go-to expert in your field and understanding what you need to do and how you need to show up for the following year to be able to achieve that. And then on day 3, it's all about lifestyle business. And in day 3, we're actually going to be looking at cash flow and money and learning some business hacks so that you can earn more, work less, and go into the new year, which will be 2022, with a really rock solid plan for life, for leadership, and lifestyle business. Now, I want you to know something. This is a massive move for me. Why? Because ultimately it's going to cost me over 100 grand to put this event on. 100 grand is a lot of money. If we do it well, I could stand to make maybe 50 grand profit, which is not a lot of profit for that kind of risk. But if it takes off and year after year, we could make bigger profit. And this could become an event that could actually make $100,000 to $200,000 profit for a 3-day event. It's the kind of thing that builds momentum. For year 1, here's how we are rolling it out. We have got just 50 early bird tickets, and we've been very strategic about how we do this. 50 early bird tickets that are going to our inner community. $990 for a 3-day event, which includes all of the catering, a spectacular 3-day mini retreat is, again, this is pretty much cost for us. After that, no tickets will go on sale. At the end of April, we will have sold all our 50 tickets. So the 50 early birds cover for the awards night and the Freedom Fest. The 50 early birds just cover the cost of the venue hire, the catering, and that's pretty much it. And so if we can pull that off and get the 50 sold, which I'm confident we will, because there's only about 30 something left and we've really not even promoted it to our inner community. We've only shared it with LBB so far, but this month we're going all in, and Amanda and Alicia have the goal to sell all of those. If we pull that mission off, then we are in a fairly safe space to be able to sell the rest. But here's how we're doing it. So, and you'll see this unfold in term 2. We're going to be very strategic for the month of May, June, and July, which is 3 solid months. We're going to be doing a promo campaign where we're not selling any tickets. We are going to build a list of applicants who are interested in coming to join the Freedom Fest and be part of this epic 3-day mini retreat. And so we're going to go all in on marketing. We're going to find some marketing partners. I'm speaking to a couple of people who we will create a partnership deal with. They'll run some ads. We've got a beautiful in-house designer, Salih, who's going to help us with that. And so here's the goal. We will spend 3 months building a list of hopefully over 1,000 applicants who want to be at Freedom Fest for those 3 days. It's going to be amazing. And then what comes after May? So we've got May, June, July, 3 months of promo building that list of 1,000 applicants. In August, we will release the tickets for sale at $1,200 or $1,300. We haven't worked out the exact price, but maybe $1,200 or $1,300. And we will only have 100 tickets left to sell at that price. Then in August, September, and maybe half of October, we will aim to sell the rest of those. After that, tickets will go up to $1,500, and we'll sell the rest if there's still left over, or just use it as cream on top. And so this is a massive move for me, particularly because 2 years ago in 2019, I ran Wake Up Adelaide, and I lost about $20,000 doing that. And Briley, my partner who I did it with, lost about $10,000. So I was more invested in it than Briley was. And that was fair because I had a business and, the 7 Effect got some clients out of it. So we struck a deal and, we did that. There's a lot of stuff that I learned, though, for that $20,000. Number one, you need a really long strategic marketing campaign to pull this off. Number two, don't pay lots of money for big speakers. They don't bring you the money. So $10,000 of that went to Christina Carlson, who literally didn't bring us any clients. And number three, have a bigger team around you and build partnerships with marketing people to run those campaigns. And so here we are right now. It is April, start of. We've got ages till November, which is when Freedom Fest is. When we did Wake Up Adelaide, we didn't even start promoting it till September or October, and we were scrambling, and it was bloody hard work. We still managed to get like 200 people there, which was awesome, but there's a million things that we did wrong. And so I see that experience as a massive investment. It's not something that kicked me back into my comfort zone and said, oh, you lost 20 grand. Don't do that again. So I just want you to all know that I'm not saying go and create a big event that's going to cost you 100 grand. That's just silly. You're not at that stage yet. You don't need to do that. But what I am saying is if you want to get ahead in business, you need to think strategically about what are some big moves that you can make to build your community, to attract followers into your fold, and to really position you as the go-to expert. So I wanted to leave you with that thought, and I would just love for those of you that are watching live, in the comments, be really honest. If you reflect back on the last 6 months of you in life and in business, do you think you've spent most of your time making mini moves, medium moves, or massive moves? I think I've spent most of my time making medium moves in 2020. In fact, what I did in 2020 was I shrunk down to solidify and tidy things up. I really did make mostly just medium moves in 2020. In 2019, I made massive moves. I took 2 months off and went and lived in Bali. I ran my first ever Bali retreat completely on my own, which was really stupid, but awesome fun, and so glad for the experience. And we did Wake Up Adelaide, and I took over the 7 Effect from Amy. That was the year that Amy stepped out. So I played 2019 massive, all in, all out, all year. In 2020, I did mainly medium moves, except for when COVID hit, and I made the massive move to kind of invest in our students and do the life raft and pedal like a crazy person to keep everybody afloat. And I don't even see that really as a massive move, but more so as my commitment as a coach that people have invested in to help them grow a business In fact, it's not even my commitment, it's my obligation to keep people afloat in business. So that wasn't even really probably a massive move. But I'm back, baby. I'm back in 2021, and I'm ready to get the balance right. I've hired a team, which is a massive move for me. I now have 1, 2, 3. So we've got Sue, we've got Marty, we've got Alicia, we've got Amanda, and we've got Celie. I now have a team of 5 people I need to pay every single month. Another thing I did in 2019 is purchase this place and set up the Life Design Studio, which was good, but also crazy. So I put a lot of pressure on myself. So now I have 5 team members who I pay every single month to help me achieve this. I have a huge investment in the Freedom Fest and the Freedom Awards. By the way, my plea to you all is please do me a favor and be part of this. This is something that people say they want. And, you know, if you can't afford to come and do the 7-day retreat with us, this is your opportunity for less than $1,000 to have a 3-day mini retreat. By the way, if you want to actually spend your time at the Grand and actually book a room there and make it a real retreat for yourself where you can plan and just get away from everything, I recommend doing that. And the Grand will actually give you a discounted, beautiful room. So please, please be part of our community. If you are interstate, Suzanne Murphy has already booked her ticket and is coming over. Make sure you get your ticket. This week, we are going out to our broader community to let them know. We're going to let everyone that was at Freedom Awards this year know about the early bird tickets. Make sure you jump in and get yours. And please do come to Freedom Fest. I want all of our business builders to be part of this movement with me. I said at the Freedom Awards, who is in for this? Who would want to come along? I also know that everyone says yes on the moment, but then getting people to actually commit is really tricky because I think a lot of people don't invest in themselves well enough. But if you can't, and if you are not serious enough about your life, about your leadership, and about your lifestyle business to take 3 days out of your entire year and make this an annual thing to plan and get yourself upgraded with the latest information to grow yourself and to grow your business, then you're probably in the wrong industry. You have to invest in learning and growth and being part of a community that's bigger than just you. This is the space. By the way, there's also opportunities for sponsorship if you want to position yourself at Freedom Fest to our broader community. It's not just lifestyle business builders. We're going to have a big national marketing campaign around Freedom Fest, and there will also be trade tables. We've had a lot of people ask about those already. You need a ticket to be able to have a trade table. So the trade table will be just a smaller cost on top of your existing ticket. You can either have an early bird ticket and then buy a trade table once we've priced them up, or you can have a full price ticket and buy a trade table once we've priced them up. So that's how that's going to work. But anyway, watch this space, my friends. Let's look at the moves we've got happening. Sue is going to be part of Freedom Fest. Yay, Sue. I'm so thrilled that you're going to be there. Maureen, I love that you're honest. It's true. You've been making mini moves, my friend. Maureen, I'm looking forward to our session this week. Let's get you making one massive move. Here's the thing, my friends. You only need to make one big move a year, really. And all of the things around that will help grow your business. One big move with lots of medium action or massive action around it. Pooja, what has she got to say for us? Pooja, massive move, learn about coaching and to start a business and be a money coach. Mini moves, learning and taking steps every day. And I think that you've made some pretty massive moves this year, Pooja, already. And I love that you are such an action-orientated, I'm doing it and I'm doing it right now kind of person. And you know what, Pooja? You've made some pretty massive moves in life around your own financial success as well. Congratulations. Sue, I think Connect and Grow would have been a medium move with Lucy Butler. You know what, Sue? I reckon that was a massive move. I'm going to give you credit for that. I said, you said your massive move was speaking. I shot you down. Now I'm going to build you up. Because I think hosting your own event, particularly an event that's very hard to make money on, is a massive move. And if that's something that you want to grow, putting your toe in the water, I reckon that was a massive move. Joe says, I'm in the M zone, moving up the scale, moved into medium. The M zone, they're all M's, Joe. We go from mini to medium to massive. And you know what, Joe? I'm seeing you make some really good moves at the moment in your group with your awesome style challenge. Oh, I should have had some red on today. I can't even say I've got red knickers for you. Tony says, I'll be there, Jodie. Brilliant, Tony. I hope you will be indeed. It's going to be a great 3-day mini event. And I'm excited about the lead time that we have, as well as the team that I have to be able to pull this off. And you know what? There's a big risk there for me, because if Alicia and Amanda quit, I'm just going to say it, I'm fucked. If those two ladies quit on me, I'm screwed. I don't have the capacity to pull off Freedom Fest by myself. So I just got to be a really good leader and keep them inspired and motivated and loving their work. All right, folks, that's it from me today. Make massive moves in 2021. Just one is all you need. I've got to let Alicia in. We're going to go for a walk and a talk, and I will see you very soon. Jump on the coaching call, 10 a.m. today. This is our last week before the holidays. See you, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching live. Bye-bye.